You open your browser for a routine search, expecting a simple list of links. Instead, an autonomous agent takes over, summarizing answers, monitoring background tasks, and effectively replacing your results. Millions of users are discovering they're being force-fed an automated experience they never requested. Tech giants are integrating these agents directly into the core of the internet, transforming default tools into mandatory interactions. There is no toggle to turn it off. For many, the digital workflow that was reliable yesterday is now inseparable from an AI interface today. This chart shows US iOS app installations for DuckDuckGo during the final weeks of May 2026. Precisely as Google announced its non-optional AI search overhaul, DuckDuckGo, which offers an explicitly AI-free search page, saw its installations surge by nearly 70% in a single day. This isn't just a preference for privacy, it's a shift in the market. The data proves that a digital experience free from artificial intelligence has become a major competitive advantage. The source of this friction is psychological. Heavy users describe a specific mental weight to these tools, the sensation that collaborating with an advanced model feels like having a second person sharing your inner monologue, except that person is a computer system owned by a corporation. This feeling is driving some tech veterans to walk away entirely. Open source leader Chad Whitaker recently announced his retirement to adopt an AI Amish or analog lifestyle, rejecting modern connectivity for the technology of the 1970s. Whitaker's choice resonated widely because it tapped into a growing discomfort. People are looking at how deeply these models integrate into their own thought processes and are deciding to draw a hard line. The common thread in this backlash is a desire to keep a clear boundary between human thought and algorithmic influence. While users attempt to unplug at the surface, the infrastructure of the internet is changing beneath them. Even if you switch apps, you are likely still interacting with the same underlying systems. This is the middleware layer. Platforms like OpenRouter function as a global switchboard, sitting between the apps you use and the hundreds of models that power them, routing millions of requests through a central hub. This visualization shows the scale of that traffic. OpenRouter now processes 25 trillion tokens per week, roughly a quadrillion tokens a year. That volume recently pushed the company to a $1.3 billion valuation. The system automatically routes your data based on which model is cheapest or fastest at that exact microsecond. The choice of which AI you are actually using is being removed from the user and handed to the routing layer to maximize efficiency. By turning AI models into a commodity, the companies that control the pipes between them now hold the power to dictate your digital reality. Beneath the software layer is a physical foundation of silicon and power. Processing quadrillions of tokens requires a scale of hardware that is currently outstripping global supply. Amazon has quietly built a custom chip empire, generating $20 billion a year. Their Trainium chips, designed specifically to train these models, are completely sold out, with pre-orders already stretching years into the future. The demand is staggering. Recently, 2 separate customers attempted to buy every single bit of Amazon's 2026 compute capacity. The company had to turn them away just to ensure they could serve the rest of the market. Because these systems are so powerful, their creators are now marketing the strength of their containment. Anthropic recently published the exact technical architectures they use, like gvisor and system-level isolation, to prove they can keep their AI from accessing unauthorized data. While individuals look for ways to opt out at home, the tech industry is investing billions to ensure the physical infrastructure of the AI cage is permanent and inescapable. If the infrastructure is ubiquitous and AI handles the processing, what is the remaining role for the human? In the world of software, the act of writing code is becoming a commodity. Autonomous agents can now audit, refactor, and deploy entire codebases based on simple natural language commands. But generating code is not the same as understanding the world. A logistics dispatcher with years of experience can spot a dangerous error in a delivery route that an AI would sign off on, because the human understands the ground truth of the physical world. Deep, industry-specific knowledge is becoming the last remaining unhackable human currency. The value is no longer in knowing how to build the tool, but in knowing exactly what the tool should be doing. This transition isn't a slow shift for the next generation. There is a ticking clock on this new economic reality. Demis Hassabis, the head of Google's AI lab, has now placed the arrival of artificial general intelligence at 2029. He describes this not as a technological update, but as a species-level transition. That gives us less than 3 years to prepare for a world of autonomous agents. Hassabis warns that economists and society at large still aren't taking the speed of this shift seriously enough. We are moving toward a future where AI is as fundamental as the power grid. In that world, the ultimate luxury won't be owning the smartest machine. It will be the simple human right to turn it off.